Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal R&D program, where we need to clean this thing up a little bit, honestly. Let's go ahead and take off this octagonal strut right here on each side. And let's also remove our crew cabins for the time being. And then let's put a second octagonal strut here so that we're just, a little bit more centered here. I would really love it if we could fit two inline here, but that's just not an option. So instead, we can do this, and this, and this. Oh, did we not get an octagonal strut here? I guess we didn't. Let's get that octagonal strut in right... Ooh, it does not want to snap in. There we go. Right there. Okay. That should be a little bit better. And then let's go ahead and connect these struts up, like so. We don't need struts on this side, technically speaking. We did not put in this guy for some reason. We're connected on this side, not on this side. Hence why we have struts here. Okay, let's put this in here. This overlap is seriously, potentially the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Oh, I hate it. But I mean, it works somehow through some miracle. Okay, and then let's also go ahead and strut. Ooh, I just realized we're clipping here. I wonder what that's going to look like. We're going to need to test that. Let's also strut here to here, and also here to here. It's kind of awful looking, but our center of mass is much better now. So let's go ahead and save that and just see what happens when we detach our sky crane. That's the real question right now. Now, of course, this thing doesn't have the thrust to weight to lift this on Kerbin. It will on Minmus, but we can just throttle up and detach and see if it all dies in a fiery explosion. I'm going to turn on brakes and SAS just to be on the safe side. Throttle up, and you won't be able to hear anything except the engines. So, earphone warning. Okay, that seems perfect. We'll revert that back to the VAB then. That's honestly ideal. I did not expect that to go like that. For the vehicle, well, actually, no, I think we're completely fine. The only thing that I can foresee going wrong is that these telescoping hydraulic cylinders go directly into these solar panels, which I'll just put back. There we go. That's the only thing that I can see going wrong, is the hydraulics potentially taking out the solar panels. But we could potentially move them here. I kind of don't want to do that because I want to keep them in the generic location. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a reasonable setup, except this one is attached at the wrong attach point. It needs to be attached at that attach point, which then of course means that these may need to be rerun, but it looks like they're still connected. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's double check our connections. That all looks good. That all looks good. Now we've got this octagonal strut here, of course, and the idea here is that we do a TD12 decoupler. And we don't forget our decoupler this time. That would be awkward. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a habitation module. And let's bring in the Flea 2. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Habitation module, come here. Open the Flea 2 as a merge. There we go. We will place this guy right here, but we'll grab this off of here, this off of here. We lost our decoupler, so TD12, there we go. Perfect. Okay, the last thing I want to do is I want to strut up from here to here. And of course the same thing on this side. From here to... This habitation module is in the wrong place again. We'll just fix that. Double check our struts connecting. Yep, that seems good. Okay, let's double check our staging. Main core, side boosters, solid boosters detach, side cores detach, main core detaches and second stage lights, second stage detaches and sky crane lights, sky crane detaches, and we'll trigger this nose cone manually. I think this thing's ready. What else would we possibly need for our habitation module? I mean, no, I think this is fine. Do they have a way to get in and out? That might be something we want to test. Let's put Bill into this crew cabin. I'm not convinced they have a way out. We may need to fix that. Which would mean we'd need to restructure our habitation module core structure right in here so that each one of them had a unique airlock. Because I'm really not convinced there's an airlock. Automatic EVA disabled. Activate a hatch. Yeah, they don't have a hatch. So let's recover that and head back in. We're going to need to give them a hatch. So how do we want to do that? What has a hatch other than a pod? Because I kind of don't want to put a pod in there. But what else has a hatch? I guess we can just search for hatch, maybe? It doesn't work in all caps. Airlock? These don't look like airlocks to me. Okay. So the pods have an airlock, right? We could maybe just use the lightest potential pod, which would be like the onion reentry module, probably, but even that's going to add a lot of weight. Let's see. That has a crew capacity of 1. For roughly double the weight, we could have a crew capacity of 2. Hang on, I'm getting an idea here. It may be a terrible idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. Here's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and so we can revert this quickly. But if we remove this and this, like so, and we take this off, and this off, we remove our crew cabins, and we strip this straight down to the... wait, no. We're going to need one set of octagonal struts here. We do this. And then we put a crew cabin there, and a crew cabin there. Do we have enough space here for a P? The answer is probably no. That's a little on the large side. Okay. Because the thing is, these have 2 crew capacity, right? So, I mean, this has 1 crew capacity. What is the physically smallest? Is that the onion? Because the thing that I'm really looking for is something with an airlock, right? But as far as I know, only pods have airlocks. I mean, we could just put in external command seats, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 on the other side and be like, congrats, you can make it. I suspect that's not the best way to do things. Just store them in hard vacuum. So, like, have 6 there, or actually just, like, 5. And then we would have, like, the same thing over here, where it'd be, like, 1, 2. I mean, we could just do 4. Like, whoa, I did not mean to grab all of that. I meant to grab that. So it would just be something kind of like this. This is perhaps, and I've been saying this a lot in this series. No, don't grab that. I've been saying this a lot in this series, but this right here, this is perhaps the worst idea I've ever had. Oh boy. I really do think that that's a truly awful idea. That would need to be in a fairing. Would that count? Have a facility supporting at least 8 Kerbals. That would not count. Let's go ahead and not save this. And let's bring back in the habitation module that we had before. Now, the core issue with this is just that we can't get them out, right? We can store them, but we can't get them in or out. So, can we transfer them between these positions without a hatch? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and launch this. If we only need one way out, maybe we can still get it in a relatively cheap manner by doing something dumb. We'll see if this works. It may or may not. Okay. Which one of these is Bill in? I'm actually not sure. He is in this one. Whoa. That worked. Uh-huh. So let's go ahead and revert that back to vehicle assembly. And with that being the case, can we do something truly stupid here? So we take the sky crane, remove that. We remove this as well, for now. We'll put that back. But for right now, we just take the lightest pod we can, which I believe is the onion, but actually let's go slightly heavier for a Mark 1 command pod. Then we'll place the decoupler there, although we don't need a TD12, do we? We can make do with a smaller decoupler. Something like a TD06. There we go. And then we would need to rerun these struts up to here. This is truly ridiculous. Okay, where is Bill? Bill is in the Mark 1 crew cabin. That's perfect. We don't want him in the command pod right now. So, let's go ahead and turn this reaction wheel to SAS only for right now. Actually, this one should be SAS only. We can have this one be set to normal. Like so. And let's go ahead and launch this. This is going to be a critical test. If this works and he's able to EVA, then this is viable, but dumb. If this doesn't work, then this is not viable, and that's the way it should work. This should not work, but I think it will. So I believe that Bill is in this one, correct? Nope, he's in this one. No. This one. Transfer to the pod. Oh my. EVA. It works. Oh, this shouldn't work. There is no connection whatsoever between any of these parts. This is perhaps the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Also, you notice this whole rocket is just twisting on the pad. I'm wondering why that is. Go ahead and get in. Look at that. The whole thing is just slowly drifting. I have to assume it's weird physics interactions with what's going on up here. I wonder if it'll continue to do that in space. Or as we go up. When we get to Minmus. On Minmus, this would be a big problem. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, and this module is stupid, but it works. So next episode, we're probably going to take it up to space and see if this drifting that we're seeing continues to happen there. If it does, we may have to rethink this. However, as it stands, it looks like this is going to work, but it shouldn't. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.